Good morning. So I just wanted to take some time and go through and encourage you with just how much God truly loves you and cares about you. Right now, my wife and I are camping at Zec de la Rivière-Moisy, just east of Sept-Îles. We are above the 51st parallel, and we are camping right beside a tidal river. So the St. Lawrence is just over the way that way, but this river will actually rise and fall with the tide. Almost a difference of about 3 meters in height. But that's not what this video is about. This video is actually to reinforce and to build what I was already teaching you on the 4 keys to hearing God's voice. And one of the things that I want you to be able to grasp that goes along with that, you see, with hearing God's voice, we always are saying to ourselves, does God really want to talk to me? Does God really care about me? Yes, He does. And I want to be able to prove it to you. And as my wife and I were sitting here on the beach enjoying the wonderful sand, and at the same time, yes, swimming in the river, just because we're above the 51st parallel, and just because this water is a tidal river that goes in and out to the ocean, we did manage to get in there and swim. You just got to be a true Canadian. So, the scripture that I want to read to you that came to me as I was sitting on the beach, I'm going to read from Psalm 139. I'm going to start at verse 1, and I'm going to read to verse 18. And I want you to be able to grasp just how important you are to God, and just how much He loves you and cares for you. And one of the things that I want you to be able to see and to grasp is standing where I am is just but a glimpse when you see the scripture that I'm going to share with you. So let's begin. Psalm 139, verse 1, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation. It says, "O Lord, you have examined my heart, and you know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I am going to say, even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and follow me. You placed your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning, if I dwell by the farthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me, and your strength will support me. I could ask the darkness to hide me, and the light around me to become night. But even in darkness I cannot hide from you. To you the night shines as bright as day. Darkness and light are the same to you. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. And here I want you to be able to hear and understand, and I'm going to read these verses over a couple of times. Verse 17 and 18. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. Now notice, it says, God's thoughts about you outnumber the grains of sand. God is always thinking about you. 24/7, 365 days a year, 366 in a leap year. There is not a moment that passes where God is not thinking about you. To help you put that in perspective, notice that the scripture did not say they outnumber the grains of sand on the seashore, or on the beaches, or in the desert. It said they outnumber the grains of sand. Now, if I was really bored on vacation and I had nothing better to do, but that's not the case, I could actually take this handful of sand and sit there and actually count out how many grains of sand are in my hand. And let me tell you, this is really, really fine sand. Just this one handful, I would need a microscope and a tweezers in order to be able to go through it. but I can guarantee you there's probably billions of grains of sand right here in my hand. Do you see this beach? Across the way over there are sand dunes. I know I've been watching the ATVs and the motocross powering their way up it for the whole time that we've been here, and I've been longing for my ATV to be able to do the same, but alas, I don't have my ATV here. So I want you to be able to grasp, though, that each of these grains of sand is a thought that God has for you. But if you look, it said it outnumbers the grains of sand. Now, when this river drops down because of the tide going out, guess what? There's more grains of sand. Underneath each of those trees, there's more grains of sand. When we look at the fact that there's the Gobi Desert, the Sahara Desert, you have Death Valley in California, you've got the other sand dunes in California, you've got the Silver Lake sand dunes in Michigan, and probably a host of other sand dunes and deserts. The scripture says God's thoughts about you outnumber the grains of sand. So if at any time you're like, God doesn't care about me, He doesn't even know I exist, wrong. I want to read it to you again. Psalm 139, verse 17 and 18. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. So I want you to take time to meditate on that today. You are continuously in God's thoughts. You are loved by Him. Make sure you are putting your focus on Him and you are spending time with Him today and every day. Have an awesome day.